G'day frothers, welcome to the backyard, and today, big special occasion for me, I'm about to drill some limestone. Now it's special because I've done a lot of limestone climbing on my days, but I've never actually bolted in limestone before. The main reason being is that there is no climbable limestone within, 1,000 kilometers of where I live. But there is actually a small band not too far away from here, from an ancient lake bed or something. And unfortunately, during the colonial days, the convicts had to dig it all up for making cement with, and there is not very much left, but I don't think it was really a big deposit to begin with. So I managed to score some semi-local limestone, and I'm actually going to give it a try. So first up is the old drill anything bit in the impact driver, and this particular bit has worked in sandstone before, so I've shown that. And basically I'm just trying to see if you actually need to lug a rotary hammer around with you if you're out bolting like in a cave or something like that, or can some other smaller tool actually do the job. So this bit is 8mm, and yep, let's see how it goes. Oi, wow. So if you do drill maybe an 8mm hole, one of them is going to be a lot stronger than, say, a wedge bolt, which you might also be using for this sort of task. So there you go, all done with the one tool. So that's why I've been trying out the impact drivers for this kind of thing, because I think the concrete screw impact driver combination is potentially a really good one to use in a lot of situations, as long as your material is soft enough for it. And let's try hammer drill. So just on hammer mode. Okay, so that also worked fine. But of course, this is probably not going to be very good for driving them in. Anyway, let's see. Well, there you go. I guess it kind of was working for a while there, but that's how soft this material is. All right, nice. Beautiful threads visible in there. So let's try another one. Okay, so that's not even with the hammer. So that's just set to screw or drill. Okay, so this is pretty soft stuff. So drive a bit back on slow speed. Okay, so I'm going to try pull testing and seeing how strong this stuff actually is. So so this particular patch of rock has a seam across here. It looks like another edge just there. So yeah, we'll see. Probably break the whole thing, which I don't want to do, but you know. So we're about a bolt length away from the seam and also from that edge. So theoretically, this kind of placement is actually going to be all right. I personally, this seems pretty soft. I personally, if I was actually bolting on this, I would be using longer screws than that. But I guess let's just see how this one goes. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, 41. Terrible. Appalling. 41. It's like 5 kilonewtons or something. Oh shit. Okay, so basically this whole thing split. So that seam was visible. That seam, didn't see that one coming. And the whole, oh boy, okay. Not the best material to be bolting in, I guess. So this side, this has obviously got a lot of water ingress, dirt and roots and everything, so I'm surprised that rock actually even survived being picked up. This one over here, not really sure. This side has, this face here has roots in it, so yeah, didn't see that. Big split. Looks like there was some roots down on that face as well. Wow. Crazy. Well, there you go, guys. My first try at bolting sandstone was a little bit of a fail. Specifically, that bolt pulled out, well, it split the entire rock at about 5 kilonewtons. I mean, I'm not too concerned because this is just some random rock I found, but I guess if you are out there bolting this kind of stuff, you know, limestone's porous, it is soluble, so really going to be susceptible to water damage. And if you've got anything that looks like this, maybe stay away from sticking your bolt in there, because you don't know how far that water would have gone down. Like this has even had roots going all the way through it, which weren't apparent from the surface. But what I really wanted to use this limestone for was to actually see if you could potentially bolt without a rotary hammer, and so yeah, it looks like you can. So I've been able to do that in sandstone so far, and also limestone. Now, I don't know how representative of limestone this particular stuff is, you know, the sort of limestone that you can climb on elsewhere in the world, but superficially it looked exactly the same. So I guess we'll keep trying. Now, this region also has bands of silicate stuff mixed in with the limestone in places. So this is chalcedony, I think. And then this piece is flint. So I guess if you're trying to bolt flint, give up. Because as we know, flint is good for making stone tools, so I was able to nap off a nice little blade off there. So, I mean, I've done plenty of bolting in quartzite, and this is probably worse for splintering and chips than quartzite is. So, I guess be careful, and if you've got this kind of stuff around in your limestone, this thing, almost certainly not going to work. Really hard silicate stuff. So I figured if you're going to need an actual rotary hammer to drill through something like that, why don't we give it a shot? It's probably a bad idea because, you know, flint famously makes knives. Okay, I'll just try the limestone first. This is the little Skill tiny rotary hammer. Not too shabby. Gonna try drilling some flint. Seems like a bad idea, but I want to see how it goes. It's actually fine. Well, there you go. And let's try this other stuff. Really silicate rich. There you go, that works okay. Nice. Well, there you go, guys. If you're just working with softer sort of calcium carbonate limestone, then you might be able to get away with a normal hammer drill or an impact driver with a hammer bit in there. But if you are encountering this really silicate rich stuff, then you're going to need an actual rotary hammer. Even, you know, quite a small one. I haven't really used this one very much. It seems, I mean, I would want something a little bit bigger, but literally any rotary hammer with like, you know, 0.9 joules of impact force or up would be able to get through pretty much any stone with smaller bits anyway. There you go, fellas. I hope that helped. I hope that was interesting. And if you are like doing caving or anything like that, where you do actually want to try out just using a normal hammer drill, hey man, let us know. I'm keen to see it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll scratch you later.